Hi everyone, this is Sanni Kumar from Mathematics and Computing Part 2 IIT BHU, and today I will be discussing the D part, the cleaning the phone of Code Forces round 697 Division 3 held on 25th January 2021. So basically this is the question of what are the tags you can see DP, greedy, sorting, two pointers. Now it's the question says that there are n applications. An application number I takes AI units of memory and the user wants to free m units of memory by removing some applications. So he came up with the following score. He assigned an integer bi to it. So there is a integer associated with each memory, that is for each AI there is a bi associated with it. If bi is equal to 1 it means regular application, and if bi is equal to 2 means an important application. So what the question says, if he removes application number this ai1 to some ak, some random ais, then he will lose these points. Correspondingly he will lose bi1, bi2, bik points. So what the question says that the polycarp chooses a set of applications. The applications must be random. Then he will be removing correspondingly bi such that he will be freeing at least m memory of units. Lose the minimum number of convenience points. So is the polycarp has to do a task, that is he will be going to free some memories, yeah, that is free some delete some ai values, and correspondingly bi values is going to decrease also, but the sum of bi values must be minimum and the sum of ai values must have an at least m units. So let us approach this question. Let us understand this question first mathematically. Okay, now suppose this is an example from the problem set. So the question says that first we have to remove AIs. So this is an array of AI, and this is a array of BIs, which is convenience points. Now we have to delete some elements from array A, and we have to, after deleting some elements from array A, that correspondingly bi will be deleted. Correspondingly for every I that is going to be deleted, we have to delete bi also, and the sum of bi should be minimum. So the basic logic behind this question is that the first thing that you must have think that we are going to delete the maximum element, and we are going to delete the maximum element of those which has convenience point 1. So what we are going to do is, first case 1, I am going to check sum of ais from I equal to 0 to I equal to n minus 1. If this is if this sum is going to be less than m, then our answer would be minus 1. We cannot find a subset from ai such that after deleting that subset we have after deleting that subset we are going to free at least m units of memory and minimum convenience point. There is a no subset that we can delete to have a m memory or at least m units of memory to be free. So what we are going to do, if answer is not minus 1, so it says that our answer must exist. So our case 2 is, what we are going to do is, we are going to first check that if if we can make from ai such that b of I is equal to 1. This is case 2. So what we are going to do is, for every convenience point 1, we are going to store this corresponding value of ai in another vector, and also for the bi equal to 2, we are going to store the corresponding value of ai in another vector. So this is for 1 we are going to store this in another vector. So after and we are going to sort the vector of ai's such that b of I equal to 1 in decreasing order. Now we are going to sort this in decreasing order, and correspondingly for the bi equal to 2 we are going to store the corresponding value of ai in another vector, and we are going to sort this in decreasing order. Now first we are going to check if from some subset of convenience point 1 if we can free at least m memories, then we can say that our answer be the we are going to take minimum every time. And again, if we are going to check for 2, that if some subset of from 2's convenience point vectors, if we are going to choose some subset of values of ai such that bi is 2, and if we are making at least m values of if we are making at least m units of memory, then we can say that our answer could be that, and we are going to take minimum of every of them. Otherwise the last case would be our after we are going to sort the arrays of 1's convenience point and arrays of 2's convenience point in decreasing order, we are going to take each time from array of 1's convenience point and check if we can make the sum at least m by taking the lower bound in width from an array of 2's. And if we are going to have this, if this condition holds, that if we select some subset of ai values such that one's convenience point from the one's convenience point, and if we take it the remaining sum lower bound in the arrays of 2, and if this exists, we are going to take minimum each time. So the question is much more clear when we look for the implementation part of this question. Let us move to the implementation part of this question. So basically we have n number of applications on the phone, and we have m the memory to be freed. So what we are going to do, we are going to first we are going to store memory used by each application in an array, and again we are going to use convenience points of each application in an array, and we are initializing sum 0, and we are taking the sum of memory used by each application, we are adding all that. And if we are and again now I'm checking that if this sum is less than m, so if we can take all the array elements that is memory used by application and delete it, and if again this is also less than m, that is strictly less than m, we can say that even if we delete all the elements of the array a that is memory used by each application, the sum is not going to be at least m, then we are going to print -1 in this case. Otherwise we can say that the answer must exist. Now what I am going to do is I am going to put all the values of ai for which bi is equal to 1, that is corresponding convenience point is 1. We are going to store this in another vector v1, the value of memory units for which bi is 1, and in another vector v2 for which convenience point bi is 2, we are going to store it in another vector v2. Now we are going to sort the v1 in decreasing order and also v2 in decreasing order. v1 is for the convenience point of 1, and convenience point 1, and v2 is for convenience point 2. We are sorting in non-increasing order because for we are going to make the values at least m, and for each time we are going to take the maximum, that is from the starting of the array, so the array must be sorted in decreasing order. Now there are certain corner cases that we have to understand, that is we are going to take only one, that is we are not going to take any values from the v2 vector, that is convenience point 2 vector. That is if we are going to manage from the convenience point one vector the corresponding values of ai, and from maximum to minimum, that is because sorted in the array sorted in non-increasing order, we are going to take it from starting to the end. And if we are summing the values from the starting to the end, if we can make at least m, we are going to take the minimum of minimum with the answer would be I plus 1. So we are going to, what we are going to, we have minimum convenience point as I plus 1, and we are going to break in this case because we have already reached m. The in this case I have taken only from the vector v1, that is for the convenience point vector 1 the corresponding value of ai such that bi is 1. Now we are going to take at least m values from only vector 2, that is for convenience point bi equal to 2. Correspondingly I am storing ai values for which bi is 2 in a vector v2, and I have already sorted in non-increasing order. So I am going to take this v2 of sum and sum up to such extent such that sum is greater than equal to m. I am going to take the answer, that our answer will be 2ll, because convenience point is 2 and I have I plus 1 elements. So our answer would be a minimum of this. Now what I am going to do is I am going to search for every I prefix of I have taken, and correspondingly the remaining sum I am going to search in the v2 vector. So what I'm going to do is the v2 vector is already sorted in non-increasing order, so I'm going to take the prefix sum. So v2 of I have taken the prefix sum, so v2 of I will denote the sum from I equal to 0 to I equal to something j, such that if we take from I to j values, there will be j minus I plus 1 into 2 convenience points, and the correspondingly vj memories is going to be free. So I will start from 0, I will iterate in the vector v1, and what I am going to do, I am going to take the maximum from one's convenience point, and I am going to take if this I have summed this, I have taken the sum in some variable from one's convenience point. What I am going to do is, since the after taking prefix sum from the arrays of 2, the array is already sorted in some increasing order. Now what I am going to do is to take the lower bound, that is what is the minimum number of convenience point that we can get from the array 2 for the remaining sum that we want to achieve. So I am going to take the lower bound with m minus sum, because we have already reached the sum, and we have to reach m minus some more to go to at least m units of memory. So I'm going to take the lower bound with m minus some, and if this exists, that is if the iterator is not at the end, that we can say that yes, there exists some set of values from the vector 2 such that convenience point is 2, and from taking the maximum values we can say that there exists a some elements such that convenience point is 2, and the number of convenience points from the array of 2, it will be itr minus v2 dot begin plus 1. There will be itr minus v2 dot begin plus 1 number of convenience points starting from the maximum, and our answer will be 2ll, that is for the this case. So I am going to take as minimum of all these answers, so answer will be minimum of answer plus, and I plus 1 will be the number of elements we are going to free from the convenience point of one's vector would be I plus 1. So our answer would be I plus 1 for correspondingly for the one's convenience point vector, plus I'm going to add with answer 2, that would be for 2 convenience points, because I am taking a starting subset, as you can say that I'm going to take a subset starting from 0 to a certain extent such that the sum will going to exceed m when it will be summed with the actual sum variable. It will going to exceed the at least m units of memory because I have already taken a lower bound with it. So I am going to iterate it for every v1 of I starting from 0. I am going to take the sum. The loop is started from 0 because I have already sorted the in non-increasing order. So it at every time starting from 0 it is going to take the maximum, and I am doing for one's convenience point vector v1 because it is optimal to have the sum 1 and have the sum 1 in this case in our answer, and we are going to free the maximum memory to get at least m value. So I am going to do this for every v1 of I. I am starting to add it with the sum and take it with the lower bound of v2 vector of the remaining sum, and if this sum is non, if this iterator is existing, that is v2 is not equal to v2 dot in, so our answer 2 will be the distance this into 2 because I am iterating in the second convenience point vector. So our answer will be I plus 1 plus answer 2, and I am going to take minimum every time. And if by chance for any case if answer exists as INF, because I am already initialized answer with INF, if answer exists as INF, I have to say that the answer is not existing, answer equal to -1. Finally I am going to print the answer. So this is basically the explanation of D question, where the greedy approach is going to fail here because I have to check for every vector. I have to check for every v1 of I, that is from convenience point 1's vector. So as you can see, it is an accepted code. So if you have any doubts related to the question, feel free to ask. Do comment in the comment section of the video. So I will ask the viewers to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with Sunny. Thank you for watching this video.